Welcome everybody to the Monday night strength of field race at iRacing's virtual Talladega. Area 51 Alien Factory going live. Area 51 Alien Factory podcast. We want to thank them for covering this race tonight. And once again, we are ready to rock and roll in Alabama. It's going to be a good race tonight, 60 laps. We've got a full strength of field. I think it was 49 and some change tonight, not quite the 6,000 that we've seen in the last previous weeks. Weather conditions we got tonight are not bad at all. Partly cloudy, 75 with track conditions at 81. So this thing should go by pretty quick. Not really hot like it is in the middle of the summer. Low wind, 8 miles an hour from the east. Relative humidity is 54 degrees. So anyhow, let's see who we got tonight. Who is on the pole? We have got Patrick Groover. And we also have his brother in here, Seth Groover. And the number one team driver was telling me that those guys are brothers and they are super speedway specialists. So we're going to have to keep an eye on them tonight. Also, don't forget we've got the StintAnalyzer.com Hard Charger Award. That'll be the person that starts the furthest back and finishes the highest. We'll be looking for that. We also have the halfway challenge going for Area 51, the Alien Factory. We'll have that also. So yeah, they're coming around. They're going down the back straightaway now. We'll be settling down here and see if these guys, how fast they can click this off. It'll be an interesting race, that's for sure.
Yeah, and
I think it's going to be a great race.
Well, you can't miss those Grover brothers. They're in the Mario and Luigi paint jobs there for Mario Kart. Or actually, one of them maybe has Yoshi now. They're Mario and Yoshi paint jobs. And you see these guys every time we're at a super speedway, and they dominate. One of them qualified. Patrick qualified on the pole, and his brother Seth is in 5th place. A car's in between the both of them. The only way to really beat these guys as super speedway guys is to split them up.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if them guys with Boyd Hogan's team actually can do what they did last time, come to the front from the back. All right, we're settling down, getting ready for green, guys.
I'm on top of Mikey and getting a hard charger award decal for these guys to put on their cars.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll get Stint Analyzer too.
Stint Analyzer hard charger award.
Here we go.
Green flag.
We are underway. Everybody is 2x2 right now. Nothing real exciting. Let them get rolling, get sorted out. Let's see what we got going on here.
Let them pick up speed until they get about midway through the backstretch, right?
Yeah, it takes a couple laps to get up to speed. We are just going to sit here and listen for this minute right now.
People are already falling back to get out of the car.
Patrick Groover looks like he's on the bottom. Looks like he's just in the lead by a little bit. The outside line was moving. It's not moving right now. Looks like it may have stalled just a little bit. Still 2x2 by as many as you can see.
Yeah, my mistake. Randall's still on the inside line.
Pretty peaceful.
He's at the pace right now. Looks like he's towing the inside line.
I'm thinking about lap 10 and people start getting itchy. People start running out of patience at lap 10.
You know what the mileage is on when they get on at Super Speedway?
No, I do not.
And they're going to start pitting and stuff. They're calm around lap 10. Around there.
Oh, it's a 60-lap race. I figure they can go at least 30.
Looks like Tyler Groff went out and jumped to the high line. He's starting to tow the high line around. Patrick Groover still leading. Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah, they're going to start pitting.
21, you think they'll go the whole distance? Are they going to do tires?
No. They might do left sides. Fuel with it.
Looks like the inside line with Patrick Groover starting to pull away a little bit, starting to tow him. See how long that lasts. They'll get single file here in a little bit, hopefully.
Ricky Yu and Brandon Burkhoff is on the outside going to catch up.
Looks like that inside line is the place to be right now. They've got it formed up and moving forward there, but the second line, outside line, is hanging on.
Looks like Seth Gruber caught up to Patrick. I think they're that was the whole plan, was to team up. So we're gonna see what these guys can do here. I know these guys are super speedway specialists. And,
they could hold side by side for a long time.
Yeah, they could. It'll be interesting that with Boyd Hogan's team, those guys were in the back, and I mean, they picked their way all the way up through there. So it'll be interesting to see if that plays out for them guys. See what they can do here, if they can control the pace of the race. But the Gruber brothers are definitely hooked up together.
I was in a race one time in Daytona where they were side by side. These two other teammates were. And in Daytona, it's hard to get around the third line movement. Not be able to do it here, but
Third line, you mean the high line on top?
yeah. So no one would be able to pass them. So they stay side by side for the whole race, and it was really making me upset. But no one was able to get around. They should be able to do it here.
I'm just wondering if these guys can side draft. Looks like the outside line's going to pull even. Outside line.
I can tell you that side drafting does work here.
It does work with the B car?
Yes,
okay.
it does. Very effective.
Okay. Things are settled down. I'm not excited about right now. The log laps are out of trouble. And definitely, we don't want to see the big one tonight, but you never know. There's always that possibility. One car's popping in and out. Third car on the inside line there.
So I think lap 10 is when the action's going to start happening.
I can tell you that side drafting does work here.
See if it does work with the drivers got it right.
Very effective.
Okay. That's the thing about Talladega. It's one big chess game. Trying to figure out who the movers and shakers are. This is all about horsepower and aero.
Yeah, but the only one person's going to win is against a checkered flag. A checkered flag.
Yeah, there's only one winner. Going to be 42 losers.
I mean,
like McQueen said.
Tonight there's only going to be 29 losers.
That's all right. Everybody just rolling along.
I got someone on the outside trying to make a third line by himself. I don't know.
See that car on the high line?
Yeah, yeah. Who is that?
Making it 3 wide.
Car? That's a 25 car?
Yes.
Yeah, who is that? Let's see. Maybe that's a custom paint. Oh, well, it says Seth Gruber, but Seth's up front, so maybe I got my cars mixed up. Yeah, we'd have to look and see. I don't know.
No.
Oh, I think it's Kyle Myers or Brandon.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, Brandon Kettle.
Oh, okay.
That's who it is. Number 10. He's going forward.
Yeah, he might know something. Yeah.
He's got
okay,
help
so
from a Reaper helper there.
Yeah.
Is that Myers is behind him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like David
Myers.
Hugh is going to probably
So-
get
Looks like a line of guys jumping from that middle line to the outside. They're looking.
and
David
here they
Robinson
come.
might go up there and help him as well.
Here comes Reaper
Yeah,
up,
looks
up
like
the
he's moving out
outside.
to the high line.
They got the same
Oh,
grip
now we're
going
going
as
to
last
pretty
time.
wide. Yeah, it looks like it's getting on up here.
This is gonna be good.
Ricky, keep
Let's
your
see
eyes
if the
open.
Groover brothers move up and block this. No, they don't. They don't.
Now they
These
stay in
guys
the
are-
middle line.
Oh my God, they're 3 wide right now. Look at them. This is exciting. Now this got good real
2
quick.
by 2 by 2.
Yep. Is Kyle Myers 24?
So lap 9, that was lap 9.
Yeah, you're right.
It is Kyle Myers.
Yeah. So Kyle doing it again.
Pushing
Just
Kettle
go into the front. Yep.
on the high side.
This is gonna be a big chess match here. This is exciting. For only being 9 laps into the race, and we've got this kind of racing already. This is gonna be good as long as everybody
Oh,
plays
yeah.
nice. We are 3 by 4 right now. 3
Yeah, but it's-
wide, 4 deep.
Single,
Wow.
single,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, you do. Everybody else is single file, but I'm telling you what, there is a gaggle up front right
Look
now.
how that middle line is just hanging out there, and there's only 2 cars there, and they're sticking with the outside and inside line, who's they got formed up 3 or 4 cars each.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's the brothers right there. And I'm gonna tell you what, that's the sucker hole
hit it
right
or
now.
was that
That's not a
Echo?
great place to be. Maybe here
Oh,
at
no.
Talladega,
No, I like
but I'm
Bailey's
telling you what,
cut.
that's
It threw me
a
into
bad
it.
sign there sometimes. You get in that sucker hole and get in
Yeah, it
that
was
dirty
weird.
air,
I
and the
never
car
got
just
a
will not
contact.
drive
We were
straight.
digging though.
You get the hospital hop going.
You got a lot of momentum
Yeah,
in the
we've
middle,
all-
though. You got
I think I'm good.
That middle line is done pulled to the lead.
Yep, it looks like Cattell and Kyle Myers and them guys settled back. They got the outside line now. They got the Groover brothers going. They're pushing them right now. See if they get that outside line moving. They might have stalled out, I think is what happened. So instead of burning tire, they just decided to drop in and stick to the script.
I have no doubt that that's the case.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no reason right now to race that hard. You know what? They don't want to be in a pile. They want to get through their pit stops and then start racing their way in on the second half. Smart play. We'll see what happens here with the Reaper Speed Lab guys.
looks like Tyler Groff is slowly making a move on the outside.
Tell you what, if you watch,
David Robinson will help him out.
if you watched our Daytona broadcast, those guys told you exactly what they did. And I'm telling you what, that was good stuff that they were telling. They knew what they were doing. What lap.
I don't see any. It scuffed on the right side, pushed in over the right rear tire a little bit, but I'd say maybe 20 seconds, 25.
Now I hear Bruno talking to one of the 2 guys.
We're solid.
It's like Kyle Myers is asking about damage, so somebody must have gotten a
Yes,
wall
sir.
somewhere and just greased.
You said 20 seconds of damage. That's a lot, really.
It is. It's not slowing them down. We'll just see what happens on the pit stop.
We got some guys coming up the outside again. Looks like they're pushing some more people up to the front on the outside.
I think that's Tyler Group.
Outside lines forming up. They're 4 deep now.
Running that
Is
one
that,
out there.
I think that's Bruno on the outside of Kyle Myers there. Is that Cody back there?
Yeah, he's back there on the outside pushing that.
Okay. Yeah, those guys might be thinking about doing the same thing, just pushing that pack up there.
A lead on the outside there. He's being pushed by Kyle Myers again. And he got Bruno behind Kyle Myers, it looks like.
Right. Those guys are all working
They
together.
formed up really nice there on that outside line. They might be headed somewhere.
Yeah, we'll see here. Couple laps. I know they got stalled out the last
Keep
time.
it down a little bit.
Got to split up the Gruber brothers. He's got to split them up.
Damn.
Well, they're staying in the middle of the track there, the Groover brothers are. They're not budging.
Yep. Yep. They're
Oh, there
dropping
we
back a
go. We
little
got
back.
Kettle down to the close side.
Yeah, he didn't clear Kyle Myers though, so Kyle's going to need a push here. Looks like the Gruber brothers are starting to pull that middle line with Cattell in the front.
And Steven Aguiar is giving somebody a push there. Who's that? He's pushing Likes. Yeah, Dirk Likes. Steven Aguiar. There goes Dirk Likes to the lead. Steven Aguiar.
Man. Who's going to lead this lap?
Need some more help on the outside. Maybe some more cars back there.
Yeah, they've lost their pack.
Got Tyler. Cody
Kyle went to the bottom.
Yeah, Cody got
That was
it.
driving back and keeping the low lane going forward now.
Yeah, Kyle Myers is dragging.
Yeah,
Dragging.
she's about to blow.
Looks like Bruno. Bruno says he's getting hot. He's almost ready to
I got
blow.
the right tape.
Oh, there goes the Grover boys. They're going out to the right side up the high line.
Yeah, they're not done yet
Move.
either. They are not
Hold on,
done.
Brandon.
And Cattell just falling back. And he's got Myers right there to pick him up and push him back up.
Yep, I heard a little radio chatter. Kyle Myers said he's going to pick him up, so wasn't going to leave him hung out to dry. Got to have friends right now.
That's a good friend to have there, ain't it?
Absolutely. Yep. You got a lot of good guys right in this pack.
Tyler Groff and Corey Hines. Got
We are 15 laps in right now. Quarter distance right now.
We see David Robertson sliding in there on the low side.
Yeah, he made his way to the front. I'm going to check and see
behind
who our
Bruno.
movers and shakers are. So Kyle Myers started 27th, is now 7th. He's might be in the running for a hard charger if nothing happens in the rest of the race.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be it right now.
Yeah. And he's the furthest back. All the rest of the guys that are in the 20s are still back in the 20s. We've got Travis Rogers, I think. 29th.
Pretty peaceful for being this far in the race.
What's that?
It's pretty peaceful. 16 lap
Yeah.
dance.
It's been peaceful, but there's been a lot of exciting racing going on up front.
Yeah, it's real calculated, which is good. There's no, you can tell this is not desperate right now, but it'll get that way later in the race, that's for sure. These guys are just testing the water, seeing what everybody's got right now. Here comes, they're working an outside line. Looks like Cody Trelindi on the outside line. Looks like Cattell jumps in front of Cody, looking for a push. Looks like the outside
Hathaway
line
is
might be
pushing Cody
coming.
You got some more cars coming on the outside. That might be some cars on the outside.
Yeah, we'll see if anybody jumps in the sucker
Yeah,
hole and helps
Schmidt.
them guys.
Schmidt, and I think it's Hathaway, isn't it? Behind Trelindi. That should be the Ryco team there on the outside line.
But they're going to be leaving Myers. Damage can't be up front.
Oh, Cattell's on the high side with no help. He's dropping like a rock right now.
I think it might be a little damage. He just doesn't have the speed to be up front.
Well, he's got no help is the biggest thing right now.
He had help, but they dropped him.
Yeah, they dropped him all right.
Just saying, because he didn't have a little nose damage, and that might not be able to run up front.
Yeah.
Might be a pusher, but not a leader.
Might be right. I'm telling you what, place your bets here. I think everybody's going to be a winner at the rate they're going here. God dang. The alliances are
Ryco,
building
they're
right
coming
now.
up. They're moving up on that outside line right now.
Still got to break up the Gruber brothers, though.
I don't think that's going to be the thing.
No.
Good luck on that. You got the wreck and try to split them up.
Remember, it might happen in pit. When they go to pit, might be the chance.
Yeah. If both of them got to nail their pit stops, that's for sure. If one of them blows it, they're gonna absolutely destroy the team effort there.
They don't
But right
pay any
now,
money. They don't pay any money midway, do they?
well, you got the halfway challenge money.
Yeah, you get that
Area
little stick.
51 Alien Factory podcast. Halfway challenge. Lead out to the leader at the halfway point.
One of these days, Mike will have a sticker.
So we got Mario and Yoshi at the front of the pack. Dirk Likes is leading that bottom lane, and that looks like with maybe Steven? Yeah, Steven Aguirre.
Bananagar.
Yep, him.
You got Patrick and Sick on the outside.
Yep, these guys are all settled and showing a little muscle.
Let's say in a couple of more laps, we might be seeing some pit stops here.
Looks like Dirk Likes got credit for being in the lead. So the top running order at 20 laps is going to be Dirk Likes on the inside line, and we got the Groover brothers. Patrick Groover just took the lead again. So now we've got Patrick.
Jump out to the outside again.
Yeah, look at everybody ditch the Grover brothers there. They're Lone Rangers in the middle.
They have to get in the event.
Oh yeah, they've got to, if they can't split them up, they need to abandon them and try to run two lines around them.
Whoever was behind, who's ever behind Coach Trelindi almost got it wrong.
Yeah, it would be Hathaway.
Okay, John Hathaway too. Yeah,
Think
John
he was
looked like
doing a
he
little
had, I just think he had a handful. I don't know what
I
happened
think he
to
was
him.
side drafting.
He was doing something. I don't
That's
know
what
if
it
he's
looked
trying
like
to
to me.
make it 4 wide or what, but man, he was all over the place.
Yeah, now how did Cattle get up there in front of Trelindi? He just nosed his way right up in there, didn't he?
Yeah, then he dropped back, and now he came right back to the front
Yeah,
again.
he got behind the Grover brothers. Helped he win.
He had a run, boys. He had a run.
Yeah, he did.
He's going
He took advantage of it, too.
He's going to try to drag that outside line. He's got him rolling a little bit. Yeah, he's they dropped him. He's going backwards again. Wow, he keeps getting momentum and he keeps losing friends.
Yeah.
That
He's long enough to drive.
they hung him out to
Ryco
drive.
for a
I know. Oh, the high-speed chess game we call Talladega. You don't like this kind of racing. You just don't like racing.
I bet you it won't be long before Kettle's right back up there in the mix.
Yeah, well, he's dropped and came back, so he might be testing the water. See if there was damage on that car, and if so, how much. But he seemed to crawl his way back up there.
Tyler Groff. Is that what I
think Tyler's up in there too.
That Corey Hine. Oh, you guys are right. I was looking at the wrong car. Okay. Get a good slingshot coming off the floor sometimes. Get that outside line working.
Kyle Myers is up 17 spots right now. He's still in the running for hard charger wood. Patrick Groover, he was on the pole. He's on his first currently, and we got his brother Sept right behind him in second place. Dirk White, Steven Aguiar, and Cody Trelindi. That's our top 5 after 22 laps.
A fast line back there. So they're all teammates forming up together. Not thinking about doing their pit strategy.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that you're going to start seeing people moving around because pit bucks and anytime they can pit and make it.
Yeah, I'm going to go back down to the road, pit entry, and watch them guys come in. If they're anything like they were at Texas last week, that should be a show. Them guys were sending it.
I think anytime now, pit, you're going to probably get ready to line up and go to pit.
Well, let's think strategy, though. Do you want to break up the pack here? Do you want to be the guy that comes in early, or are you going to sit out there and ride it?
Pitting early.
You think pitting early?
You want to go in as soon as you can, Trace. I think, in the pit window, and still have enough fuel for a green-white checkered. So they're going to probably start ducking. I would start ducking in here in the mid to late 20s. And then that way, and then you get 2 or 3 cars together. 2 or 3 cars can go just as fast as they have to go fast. And that way also you break yourself apart, so if there's a big wreck, you're not in it.
Yeah, and I was going to say, with as fast as these guys are, they're going to have to break it up a little bit because they're going to race each other the entire time. And as you get towards the end of the race, guys get a little more daring. They start sending it in there, don't care. And that's when you start seeing a pileup. You're starting to see it.
Hey guys, look at that! The Grover brothers just moved down to the lead. They got such a good run. They were able to move both of them down at the same time.
Yep. See what happens here.
The key is probably to hurt them on the pit road entry. I don't know, put them up then.
So I'm wondering if those guys did that because they're getting ready to come in, and I'll bet you it'll be a wholesale event. Now here comes Brandon Patel. He's got a big run in the sucker hole. He's about back there towards 10th, supposedly, but he had a big run. He's on the bottom line now. We've watched him drop that. All right, here we go. It is showtime.
Yeah, and I called it mid to late 20s. That way they got enough to finish the race, plus a green-white checker.
Yep, I'm down here pit entry. You should see these guys. Yep, they were locking them up, bringing them in. I think we've got 9 or 10 guys coming in right now. This is going to be great.
Oh, my. They're almost 4 wide up front there for a minute.
Yeah,
well, they might be positioning themselves to come back around, too. Let's see what this second pack does.
Still in the bottom.
Yep. I'll bet you them guys are coming in.
They got formed up in a straight line there, a bunch of them did.
Yep.
And they got phase 2 right behind them.
Yeah, I think everybody's in the same mindset. Break off here.
It don't look
they go another lap.
They're going to go another. I usually run out and turn forward when I start diving down.
Oh, yeah. Those guys are going to go one more lap.
Slow it down, keep your foot down. I think go turn 4 and head for the wall, boy. Head for that wall.
Yeah, it'll be interesting here. We'll keep an eye on Cody Trelindi. He's our points leader. It'll be interesting to see what he does. I'm sure he's going to hang with his front pack. It's probably going to be a wholesale event here coming around. I'll bet you get a whole slew of these guys coming in.
You got Steven Adigar, Mike Bruno, Brandon, all staying together.
Yep, those guys are going to stay connected, absolutely. All right, let's see if these guys go one more lap. It'd be interesting to see what their mileage is like.
just pick up left side tires.
Okay, we got somebody
Cody,
coming
There
in.
goes the
Tell.
whole crew of them.
Let's see, watch these guys come flying in. Oh yeah, Cody, Robertson's in there.
Brandon. You got the Ryco crew coming in along with David Robertson and a few others.
Yep, so we got the second group coming in. See how quick they can get in and out. I'm still curious. I want to see the Groover brothers. I want to see them because both them guys got to stay together.
They might hold off until
Yeah,
the last
There you go.
team
These
pitting,
guys
too.
are headed out. Brandon Schmidt, Cody
Yep,
Trelendi, they're right together.
They might stay out until the whole fuel run. See if maybe a caution will come out. These brothers are like Siamese twins. They're stuck together big time.
Yep, looks like they're going to... Oh, we got another couple,
Give it a
another group. So the brothers are going to stay out. The brothers are the only ones. Everybody else is coming in right now. That's going to be an interesting strategy. These guys might put schwacking on them if they get a caution here. Oh my God, they're going to
Maybe that's what they're counting on. Maybe do the long run and have everybody both. You said have a caution come out.
Yeah, but-
and
Knowing the Grover brothers, this is exactly what they want. They probably didn't care if they went in first or last. They wanted to just be them. I'm telling you what, those guys have an amazing setup, and they are just amazing at racing together. They can get those two cars moving just as fast as any pack on the track. I've seen it happen. And so them being by themselves, that's exactly what they do.
doing 186 miles an hour in the backstretch going in turn 4.
Here they come.
Here
Are
they
they
come, they're
coming
coming
right
in.
Yep, they're coming
They're
in right now.
staggered, side by side, coming into the pits.
Yep, let's see if these guys
Lock
can get
it
in and
up.
get off. And they got the whole place to themselves, too. There's nobody on pit road right now. There's nobody to hold them up. Yep, looks good. They're doing a great job. That's some heads-up stuff right there.
Somebody's stuck in pit road right now with them. Who is that? Steven Adegar? Did he
Yeah.
get caught for speed?
Yeah, the 8. Yep,
He
sure
must have
is.
got a penalty entering pit road.
Yep.
And the Mario Grover brother, he just overshot his pit stall by just about a foot or two.
Oh, that
But
is
instead
not
of
what they
reverse.
needed, because I'm telling you, Seth is rolling right now. He waited on him. Good job. Excellent. He's right behind his brother, and they're
And
going.
pits are coming, and the
Yeah, let's stay with them as they come out on the track, because they're really the guys to watch here. And I want to see how bad that hurt him. Seth waited on him here, and let's see where they're at in relation to the lead pack.
you got the Packer coming too. You got the pack coming too.
Yeah,
All they
Seth got in and got off
to be able
pretty
to
clean.
do is they got to be able to latch on.
Big checkup,
They
big
pulled
checkup.
There you
right
go.
out,
There's
right out in
Cody.
front of them on the bottom.
Yeah. Cody.
They got to be
Cody,
able
our
to.
leader.
If they can latch on to the lead pack, they're in good shape.
Oh, David.
Yep.
Looks like they're going to be able to.
Now we'll see if they can tow back up to the front.
What are we
This is going to be
doing?
good.
Oh, well, what happened there? That was an abrupt stop. Damn.
Yep, there they go. They're right in the middle in between the two packs. And looks like everybody's going to be bunched up together. So
Big
really,
checkup.
that
Holy
pit stop
cow.
really didn't separate
What
a
do we
lot,
got going
guys. You're going to have everybody, the whole big field, bunched up together again here as the Grover brothers with the breadcrumbs in between the two packs, and now the draft is all caught back up.
Hey, and just an FYI, Cody Trelendi, Halfway Challenge, Area 51 Alien Factory podcast winner. Cody Trelendi is our Halfway Challenge money winner. Thought maybe the Groover brothers might want that
Groovers,
award.
Yeah, they're trying to
Whoa,
have
there's 3 cars that just shot down all of a sudden. Bruno
Wow.
didn't go all the way, but 3 of them cleared from the 3rd lane up on the top and shot all the way down.
And the Groovers are working the outside.
But Bruno stayed there as the lead car in the middle pack, and the Grovers, they are working that outside together. They're getting some help there on the outside now.
Yeah, that pit stop didn't mess them up at all. Now we're going to settle in, and this we're going racing from here on out. We are halfway.
They're taking the
Mike
middle line.
Bruno's the lead car on the inside lane, and then there's 2 lanes right now in the front that's formed up, and the Grover brothers are the front 2 cars on the outside lane.
So we got, on the inside, we've got Mike Bruno, we've got Kyle Myers, we've got Brandon Cattell. Then on the outside, we got both the Grover brothers. And then after that, is it Holden? Is it Sept? No, Holden McGill maybe? So who's in a
Coming up
66?
to a lap car right now, too.
He's having a rough day, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? That's Steven. Steven's on the outside. He's by himself. Hopefully he can latch on here.
If those
Yeah,
Grover
he wants to
brothers, if they push clear, both of them, and they get down the inside line, that's all she knows.
I think you're right. I think they know it too, because they pushed.
But the key is they both have to get clear. One of them can't go down without the other. And the way
Right.
they tape up, Luigi, or not Luigi, you used to have a Luigi car, but now Seth has a Yoshi car. But it's always been green. The guy in the green car, Seth, there in his Yoshi car, he is always the one that pushes Mario. Every time, every race. So they must tape up accordingly. So therefore,
You got a guy that's a pusher, and you got a guy that's okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
and so therefore, when they get clear, if they get clear of Mike Bruno, both of them have to be clear, not just one.
Oh, it looks like they're pushing. They might
Looks like
clear.
they're clear.
Yeah, it looks like they're clear. Let's see if they can't quite
No,
clear
not
the second
Quite,
car.
almost, not quite.
No, they're not quite clear.
Dropping back just a little bit. Looks like Bruno knows. He's not giving it up. He's smart. He's pretty savvy. He's been around for a while. He knows if they lose position, they're done. So he wants Kyle probably to push him hard, because Kyle's laying on him really good. He came off his bumper in the corner because you don't want to push in the
You
corner.
getting hot, Brandon? Oh no, I just lifted off to create some momentum in our line.
Robert pushed me in a corner earlier, and it really didn't affect me much.
So Cattell and Myers are talking.
If
They
you
were at
stay
Kyle
on
was
me
asking
like
if he
this
was hot.
close, we may go faster.
Yeah, so Kyle wants Cattell to snug up a little bit so they can go faster on the inside line. Cattell's wanting to lay back just a little bit, see if they can get some speed in that inside line. They're going to have to do something because it's a dead heat right now, and I know Bruno, he needs all the help he can get if he's going to get pushed ahead.
4 cars forming on the outside, though. Pretty well even about car-wise.
See, we got David Robertson's back in there, about 10th or so on the outside line. Looks like he's having a good run tonight. That's good to see. Spends a lot of time trying to do this stuff, and he does it very well too.
Almost there, aren't they? Almost.
They can't clear the 25 car. The 25 car can't clear Bruno. That's the whole thing. They're close. Bruno got him again. He rolled in on him right on turn 1 there. 25 car's pushing hard on his brother too, trying to get him ahead, trying to bump draft him. Well, I'm telling you what, now they're back to 2x2 by like 20 right now. They are deep 2x2. Everybody's trying to hang on to that lead pass.
It's a very peaceful race. I mean, people aren't doing a lot of moving, jacking, you know.
Right. Another 4 laps, we're going to be 2/3 of the way through this deal. This one's going to be over in a heartbeat.
It's like it's dead heat.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's no real dominant pair here.
John, you gotta hold the line, bro. Hey, he wants you to go around him so he can pull a little bit. He's a little short on fuel. Push to talk's not working.
There's just not, the lines are just not advancing. They're just like against a brick wall. They're running side by side.
Right.
They need our
no
cars
real
in there,
advantage right
Scotty.
there.
They need our cars in there. Boy, we'd be zipping back all the way around them. Couldn't we,
That's
Scotty?
right. We should be right up the middle there, Robert, me and you.
Phone call happens, so Scotty.
Do I?
The phone rings.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. We was in practice, my phone rang, and I was 3 wide in the middle with Robert up on the high side. And I looked over at my phone to see who was calling and drifted up and hit him.
You know, if I was the guys on the outside line, I'd probably be a bit frustrated because Patrick's been clear several times. Right, he's been in the lead most of his time on the outside, and the guys on the outside line are wanting to do that leapfrog, keep getting the guy in the front clear, get the next guy clear, get the next guy clear. And
they're going to have to do. They're going to have to form their own line on the outside,
right? Because the Grovers aren't having it. They're not going to go down. They're not going down unless both can go. So the outside line's probably going to get frustrated with them.
That's what I'd be thinking. You're right, Mikey. Make the third line.
But
I think they'll go high and leave the Grover brothers sitting in the middle.
That's what we're talking
They did that before, and it didn't matter. The Grover brothers can keep up in the middle by themselves. And that they tried that before the pit stops. And I'd also like to point out that if I was the Grover brothers, I wouldn't care. What does it matter if they go to the bottom? Patrick Grover can win on the outside. 90% of the lap, every lap, if not 100%, he's ahead of Bruno, even on being on the outside. So it's a win-win for them. If they can get clear and both go down, that's a win. And they're happy just staying there in the second lane, leading the outside line because they're still going to win. Somebody faster than them is going to have to form a pack on the outside in order to make this thing competitive.
I think we got all the fastest cars up front right now. I don't really think everybody's showing their hand right now. They're racing hard now.
They need Daniel Buttafuoco in there, but he didn't show up today.
Robert Cook should be in there.
Might be pushing him back, and that's for sure.
All right, well, let's see if them guys maybe go up top or something. Maybe get a little more of a run down the back straightaway and clear these guys. I'm not sure what's going to happen here.
Just don't quite have it.
No, they get the first car, but they can't get the second car. They ever clear that second car, like Mike
that's
said.
what they need to do. Go ahead and have one guy brought down, and then they can go ahead and get one car down.
Robert, they're never going to do that. I've raced it up.
They won't separate.
They will not separate, and that would help. They know that that's a losing combination.
Oh, they're pushing in the corners here. Grover is.
Now I wonder if Seth is maybe getting a little hot. I noticed he's sticking the nose under his brother and above his brother. He's not staying right behind him the whole time.
Oh, here they go. The third line's moving out.
Yeah, I knew it was just a matter of time.
Yeah, you're at 40 laps right now, so we're going to race the last 20. So here we go.
And look what happened. Just like we said, the majority of the cars left the Grover brothers by themselves, but you have about 3 or 4 cars here behind them that's sucking up to them. You got two cars sucking up to them.
Is that Justin Smith on the outside there leading that outside line?
Somebody just dropped out.
That's Kettle that dropped out.
Yeah, something's wrong with him. He got hot.
So I mean, this is perfect here. Now you got an even number. Now you pretty much got 3 wide even. This is still perfect for the Grover brothers because they are fast. They are fast in that middle line. The outside line, I don't think has what it's going to have what it takes, and the inside line has already proven they can't stay ahead of the Grover brothers. So right there in the middle,
Jenkins pushing Smith.
Look at that right there in the middle.
This is the chance that the Grovers can get down in the bottom.
Yes, because there's not as many guys on the outside.
Bruno's
on the inside.
Bruno's half a car length back. Now they're back to even. Now they're 3 wide, 4 deep, 5 deep, 6
right.
Dead
deep
even.
now.
But Patrick Grover's been in the lead the whole time pretty much.
I'll tell you what, if everybody remains calm, this is going to work out. But if somebody really gets antsy, man, we are going to have a pileup. We're going to see the big one.
Yeah, we'll see the big one if it gets a little wicked.
You got Reaper's Kyle Myers back there. He's doing a great job. Looks like we'll give him second for right now. Let's call it second. And pushing Bruno. He's very patient. They did.
Oh, there we go.
There's
Justin Smith just got hit.
Oh man, there was a big
They
save.
kept it together. The outside line broke apart, but they were able to keep it together. And the only reason they were able to is because Talladega is such a wide track, guys.
Yeah, the way the dominoes are about to fall now.
That was close.
Kyle Myers, I believe. No. Who was
Tyler
the number
Groff.
6 car?
Tyler Groff.
Tyler Groff, yeah.
Something happened to Tyler Groff. Don't know
He got a
the
little
story.
loose, I guess.
Yeah, something happened down there. I don't know.
Looked like he had to fix his car, and he went up and got in the door.
Must not have seen the corner coming. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
We got some more guys coming up on the outside line.
Didn't mean to
Got the Schmidt.
scare ya.
Looks like Brandon Schmidt being pushed by the 9 car.
Grover's got it. Oh, not yet.
We got 16 laps to go here, boys.
Intensity levels about to pick up. Cattell's on the high side. Looks like he got picked back up. Whatever happened to him, he got it
Yeah, we got
sorted out.
Schmidt and Hathaway and Cattell, and they're getting 2 more guys joining up behind them, it looks like.
Cody,
Hey,
looks like
Derek-
maybe
Derek's
Cody's in there.
That's Terlindi and his counterpart.
Cody and is it Brandon Schmidt with him?
16, number 16, that would be...
That might be a custom number though.
Could be. I would say it's McGab, maybe.
McGill? Holden McGill?
Yeah, it's my Gabe. MCCABE, number 27.
Okay.
He's behind Cody Terlindi in the 16 numbered car.
Hey, what? Kyle Myers keeps going. He's going to get the StantAnalyzer.com Hard Charger Award. He went from 27th. He's now 4th. And I'm sure he's not done yet.
The outside line is falling apart. Just fell back all the way back to the pack.
Yeah, they got time. They're probably just regrouping.
This will be it. They might be able to do it now.
We'll see here. Oh, they're clear. Oh, man, he's going to have to lean on them.
The Grover boys are clear.
Oh, they're showing
No,
Bruno.
they're not clear now.
Yeah, they're
They were
showing
clear for a
Bruno some
second.
respect, though. They're respecting Bruno. I got to give them that. You know,
Yeah.
they could have cheap shot at him and tried to knock him out of the way or whatever, but they respect him, and that's good.
It'd still be a risky move, as they wasn't that far clear.
Right. He would have had to cut him and slide it in there.
We definitely don't want no caution.
No, not at this point.
Almost had one a while ago, though.
Yeah, we did. We're at lap 46 right now, 46 of 60.
Being caution free.
Still trying to figure out who's the leader.
Well, talking about caution, we're getting one more pretty soon.
Getting racy in the back. Looks like Terlindi's about ready to step out and form that third line. They're all bunching up back there, so they got some speed back there. They might be holding back just a little bit. Might be too early to go. We'll see here.
Well, I bet back
Ooh.
then for Pirates days, they have put 70% tape on. I bet they wish they could do that today.
No, probably not. I'll tell you what, Kyle Myers having a good time on the radio.
Hill's coming again on the outside, picked up
I can take
David-
it. Whatever you got.
David Robinson. Trying to make the outside work a little bit. Ike coming around to
I'll
help
give
it out
you what
the
I got on
outside.
ticket.
Looks like Kettle's going to team up with Robertson
this
and push
four
him up to the front.
I think you're right. We'll see how that works out. I'll tell you what, that'll be Robertson better go then. He's got a big opportunity here if Cattell's
They're
going to
moving
push him.
forward.
Yes,
They
he
are
is.
moving forward.
Robinson.
We might have
I really
spoiler
haven't had a
alert.
whole lot of help either.
We might have a spoiler alert with them guys coming. Who knows what David Robertson would do to win this thing?
Take
Here
out
he
his
comes,
mama
too.
for a win. He'll take out his mama for a win.
You never know. I'll tell you what, we'll find out here in a
They
minute.
got,
'cause we're
they got a
coming
good
to
run
the go.
coming. They got a good run.
Yep, and he's on the real
Jacob,
high
this is
side.
all I got. So if
Let's
you
see
need to
what
go, go.
happens. He's still moving forward. They didn't stall out yet. The outside line did
tempo.
not stall yet.
He's picking up on the outside, too.
That first two rows are 2x2, and then we've got 3x5. It looks like we got 15 cars in the pack behind them guys. Still trying to settle it between Bruno and Groover. Looks like David Robertson trying to get his name in the hat.
Just take
Tell's
one car
coming.
to get in front of the Groovers, and that'd be it. You know, one car, just dive up in front of them.
Yeah, that derailed their whole program, wasn't it? Looks like Kyle Myers moving around just a little bit.
It's frustrating when you see this happening, but you know they got a strategy.
Oh yeah. You got to have nerves of steel to do this, that's for sure. One big chess match. It's like Kyle Myers laid off of Bruno just a little bit. Bruno got out there, now he's coming back to him.
David Robinson's kind of stalled out on the outside. He's coming back.
Yeah. It just depends if Cattell gets up on him and pushes. That's the thing.
Probably getting hot. To cool it down a little bit. The backstretch probably.
Here they come. Here comes Robertson. Robertson's going to be next to Seth Groover. Keeps that momentum up.
I'm going to side draft him.
Yeah. Let's see what he does here. It's a big moment for David Robertson. I'm telling you what, I'm happy for the guy. Got Cattell pushing. We know
Yeah,
he's
side
back.
draft he put on there coming out of the corner,
Uh-huh.
and now he's moving forward.
Right? He just needs to get one more row.
Just one more side draft.
Yep.
But when you get to the front up there, it's like hitting a brick wall.
Now, but the car starts getting hot. The pusher is, and he has to back off a little bit and try it again.
Yeah.
All right, we are at that 10-lap window right now. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen, because this is going to be a barn burner here.
This is when business starts to pick up.
They keep it clean. Nobody gets crazy here. It's going to be a great finish. They keep it clean. They're turning 50-second laps, so we're going to know here in about 5 minutes what we got.
For some reason, they always like to have a big wreck at the checkered flag.
True tongue, dude. Right, true tongue. This has been an excellent race. We don't want to have it come down to a wreck. We want to see. We want these guys to finish.
No wreck at the checker. I'm gonna say.
I hear you.
Race to be over in a big old wreck.
Hey,
People
Robert,
be calling their mamas and everything else.
Track to be full of ambulances.
elbows up now, baby.
He's going to need another run. He's got some more cars coming.
I don't know if the big group's an advantage here. I don't think from what I've seen, any more than 3 is not an advantage. Some of them guys drag you down a little bit. We've seen it in the sucker hole where the Groover brothers have ran there all day long. They have not been intimidated by the sucker hole at all. They run that middle line. They've respected Bruno. You got to give him kudos for that. They did a nice job there. They didn't run him off the track or nothing.
Coming on the outside.
There he is, baby, making his move. Maybe Cattell can finish it off.
Come on.
See what Cattell does here. Cattell's the one that's making or breaking Robertson right now. Look at that thing of beauty right there. There is some good drivers right there. Able to keep everything calm and cool right now. That's got to be some intense pressure right now up at the front. Just knowing that your spotter is not saying clear at any time. You are not clear the whole lap.
Be it right here. Come on now.
If you ever thought rush hour was bad, see what these guys are going through.
Yeah, this is rush hour at 195 mile per hour.
Right. Center lane's moving.
You're good. I'll follow you down there and keep pushing.
Okay. Kyle Myers says he's going to keep pushing Bruno. They're not done racing yet. Bottom line looks like they're moving.
Robertson's moving up on the outside again.
Yeah. This is the best opportunity I think he's probably ever had right now, strength of field. He wins this, he'll be going crazy. It's a drag race now. They got Bruno cleared right now. It's his second brother, Groover brother, hasn't cleared him yet. Now they're going to race Bruno and Robertson. That's going to come down to the wire right there, bud.
Oh, we have a blinker on track.
Derek Dyke.
That's not a good time to be blinking.
Derek Dyke, I'm not in.
Coming to 5 to go right now, guys.
It's good to blink when the wreck's happening, Scotty.
Here we go again.
That'd be a good time to blink.
Put the kiss of death on him now, Robert.
We're coming to it, lap 55. Almost there, boys.
Yeah, 5 to go.
The Groovers are still hanging in there with it. No one got anything on it.
Robertson has got to be the one that is just asking. Man, he is trying so hard. Look at him side draft. He's side drafting anybody that's close. He knows he's within just a car length of leading this thing. Bruno's the same way. He's probably whipping that horse as hard as it'll go.
Got to get him coming off a turn 4. You got to do it then.
Robertson's starting to roll on the outside again.
We've only got 5 to go.
Yeah, 5 to go now.
And the Groovers look how far of a lead they can push out to. I mean, they get almost a whole car length between Patrick and Mike Bruno down at the bottom when they want it.
Groovers are just groovy.
Groovy, yeah.
They be grooving.
Looks like Cattell's going around Robertson. Robertson's going to start dropping now. There's going to be 4 wide. Man, he needs to come up just a little bit. He's going to wad them guys up behind him.
They formed back up.
Side drafting like that, he's going to hit somebody.
He was close.
The pusher on the outside might have got hot. It's possible it happened. They looked like they were going to abandon Robertson, and then they picked him back up.
Right. That's a good thing, too. They were going to wad him up.
Left them have a lot of air. Yeah.
The Groovers just about both got clear there heading into that turn, but now Bruno is back up beside Patrick.
Coming right back. Kyle Myers dragging Kyle Myers with him. Boy, stay tuned for this one. This one's going to be a barn burner all the way.
Someone didn't put enough
4 to
fuel.
go. 3 to go.
We're going to have a green-white check.
No, we're not, baby.
Oh, look at Robertson. He's coming up.
Yeah, he is.
He's even with the leader.
He's even 3 wide.
Bruno's in the lead.
Bruno, Groover, and Robertson for the lead. That's your podium right there, and it's a
We're
dead
trying to
heat, too.
side draft off of Robinson.
Yeah, Robertson is moving. He's as far up as he's ever been right now. He just needs a little bit extra just to get up there.
We got less than 4 to go.
Yeah. Ain't nobody, it's all take and no give now. Hopefully those guys can play nice or they're going to have one big
Boy,
pile.
they're tightening it up, ain't they? Getting close.
Absolutely. How many cars we got in that mess? We got 20 cars in that pile.
The whole field.
Yep. I think I see Ricky Yu even running around in the back of that mess too. Here we go. See if the Groovers, see if their plan comes together here. Be interesting to see. The whole race they did this. They have not come out of the middle.
If you ever race around them, they're known for doing this all the time. Okay, we got somebody helping Robinson out now.
Yeah, they did. I don't know if that's helping or not, but somebody's getting desperate. They're going to the
No,
front.
somebody pulled out in front of Robertson. It was the guy that was the third car back in the middle lane. Just pulled right out up. Maybe it's
Old
That's
Tyler
Tyler
Gill,
Groff.
maybe?
Tyler Groff.
Tyler
Yeah,
Groff.
Tyler Groff pulled out in front of Robertson to be the lead car on the outside lane.
Yeah. Well, it's time for Robertson to push then.
Right
Leader's
now,
coming
as
on
of
the-
right now,
coming into
it's
one
not
here.
as good of a finish as he would have had, but there's still 3 more laps to go, so we'll see how that works out for him. Now these guys are really side drafting.
They got another car helping on the outside.
The
Looks
outside
like we got
line
another
is
car
really
moving
side
high.
drafting.
And they're coming to a lap car. What's that lap car going to
That
do?
car's high
The
and
only thing-
low.
Yeah, hopefully they get down on a flat. There's
They're
one.
not
Yeah,
going to
they-
be
Yeah.
David
one on the high side is what I'm worried
David
about.
W.
wide here.
Robertson's now the third car back on the outside. Oh my
Here we
goodness,
go,
into the
guys.
full
Here we go.
line.
There's
Four
room,
wide.
there's room, there's
4
there's
wide.
squeezing.
Oh, it's
There's
close.
room, there's room. Yeah.
Oh, man, that was close.
kudos to him. And man, it changed the front. Here we go. We're coming down the last lap, kids. This is going to be a great finish. You better hold on, man. Place your bets right now. We are on the money lap right now.
Flag has dropped.
Yes, sir.
We got
Let's see
Corey
what this
Hines.
one's going to be.
The white flag's out, and this is the last lap headed to,
Four
out of
Bruno
turn
and
two.
Patrick
Four
Grover.
Uh-oh, oh my
Nothing
goodness,
changed.
those guys are
Lead.
getting crazy.
Who's on the outside there?
That's Corey Hines.
Corey Hines making
Corey
a
Hines.
statement. Oh, my
Wow.
word.
Oh,
Hey,
Seth
man.
Grover blew
they're
up.
wrecking behind.
Seth Grover blew
Oh.
up.
Oh, that's the race. Caution come out.
No,
That's
there's no
it,
caution.
that's
It's the
it.
final
There's
lap.
no caution.
The Seth blew up, guys.
My word. It's going to be Bruno. Mike Bruno's going to win this. Kyle Myers is going to be second.
Oh my God.
Leave it to the Groovers.
Oh,
not get a
my
caution
word.
for that
What
race?
a
No, no,
finish.
it's white flag, white flag.
Oh, okay.
It says
That
the
was
race
it.
over for me.
Yeah, that was it.
Hell
it,
yeah,
baby.
Kyle.
I'll tell you
You
what,
are
I
the
would have
man.
What
liked to
happened
see
to
the
that
Gruber
crash?
brothers.
Good race on front
Groovers
boys.
blew up.
Yeah, Seth
I owe you
Gruber
one,
blew
Cal.
up
I owe
and
you a
caused the
few.
wreck.
Oh, he did. He sure did.
Yeah,
That
Mike
was a big
Bruno,
fellow.
Kyle Myers, and Holden McGill. That's your
Thank
top
you, bud.
three right there.
Good
David
job,
Robertson
Bruno.
finishes
Bruno won
fourth.
the race.
Glad
You know,
y'all
I
were
don't
able to
think
make
we
it
ever
4 wide
seen
by me.
Bruno this year have a win, have we?
I don't think so.
I
I
thought
don't
they was going
either.
a little hard too soon. Like, I was at
Well,
least trying to wait
Bruno's
till
way to the
back
win.
stretch or into 3.
Everybody's happy for Bruno. Look at that. They're giving him congratulations as he goes down
Oh,
the back
yeah.
straightaway. This is a happy time. Congratulations, Mike Bruno, man. You earn it.
Yes,
you
sir.
absolutely earned it.
That was a
Thanks,
great
Sonny.
race.
Thanks, Sonny.
See if we can get him for the interview. You
Good
know
race.
we need
Good
Kyle
win.
and Holden too. David Robertson, congratulations to him.
Good win there, Bruno. Thank you, boys. Thank you. Yeah, Patrick, that was a ton of fun.
Mike
on
Bruno,
race, man.
one happy winner right there. He's talking to his racing
win,
buddies
Bruno.
right now.
Thanks, Jacob.
Well, I bet he was shaking. Oh, I bet he couldn't believe that blew up like that. That changed everything.
Yeah, right now we're going back and checking out the replay on the track here to see what all happened. Looks like John Jenkins got taken out by that.
ass for no reason.
Um, Here we go. Let's check this out here. It's Seth Groover. John Jenkins is right behind him. Oh, there it was. Jenkins just snailed. That takes out a whole bunch of the field there. Wow. Let's check it out from Ricky Udding's cockpit, guys. A friend of the channel there, Ricky Udding. That's not necessary. All right, guys, here I got the monitor up there in Discord if y'all want to watch it here as we go back. I want to check this out from Ricky U's cockpit. Let's find him here. Ricky U, the number 15 car.
What a great finish.
We'll hop inside his cockpit. He got a good view.
Yeah, no, Cody's
he was one of the last
no.
cars to go through this.
I heard somebody wasn't happy with Cody there.
There we go. So this is.
Oh, there was going to be some people that get upset. Ran in front of him.
This right here is Ricky Udding's view of the situation. Might be Cody right in front of him.
So Seth Groover blew up is what happened. That's what started the whole thing.
Yeah, so Seth blows up and it's about to happen right here.
Wow.
This next lap here.
What a half a lap and from the end he blows up. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, let's fast forward here.
He's going to do it around turn 4.
Right before turn 4, right there, they're saying it's starting to happen. Here's Ricky giving it the gas. There it is. He blew up, and look at the chaos that's about to ensue. Ricky Udding goes to the bottom and just drives right through it.
Oh, C's parted too. Oh,
that's crazy.
He finished that.
How intense is that?
Yeah, Ricky Udding just drives right through it, guys.
Well, he went to the right direction, low.
As soon as he saw the smoke, he goes right to the bottom.
Who got wasted on the top side? Man, somebody ate the fence hard.
It's like Derek.
Also, John Jenkins did as well.
Maybe that was John then. That's crazy. Wow, what a finish, though. What a finish.
Well, the Groupers had, someone had to split it up, and it was their motor that did it.
Yeah. Probably all he could do.
They weren't going to win it.
Hey, Kyle.
Kyle Myers, how was your race, man? You were sitting there on the bottom pushing Bruno the whole time.
Yeah, I was just going to push him all the way to the end.
That was pretty intense. It looked like with 3 wide there, and you had Robertson on the outside. You had the Groover brothers in the sucker hole in the middle, and then you and Bruno there. Whew, it was like nobody could take the lead. You guys were everybody stalled out and stuck.
Yeah, I think they started pushing a little too early, but I mean, I was just chilling until we got to about turn 3, then I was going to lay into him, and I mean, I think we'd have been fine, but I think they started going a little too early, and somebody blew up. I heard it.
We think it was the Seth Groover. We think was the one that blew up.
No, Patrick, I think, wasn't it? Or Seth?
No, Seth's in the green car.
The green car.
Yeah, I got you. Yep.
Anyhow, Kyle, I know you started in the back again, and I know you probably don't know this, but you're the StintAnalyzer.com Hard Charger Award winner again, I believe, if I remember. I think you got Daytona, if I remember right. But anyhow, congratulations on that award. Another great race for you. You guys got that script down for the super speedways where you guys just kind of map it out and just hang together and just come to the front. That's an excellent strategy on your part. That's for sure.
Yeah, I didn't have any teammates in this one, so I couldn't really, we couldn't do the normal.
So you're sticking to Bruno like he was
a teammate. You and Bruno are probably new friends now, I'm thinking.
Oh, no, we've been friends for a while.
I
figured I'd just try to get him to win. Cody was too far back. I was going to try to help him since he's a points leader, but...
Cody's He's only 600 points ahead.
Yeah.
Well,
He might not need that help.
Steven Aguiar was pushing Bruno there at the beginning of the race, but when they went on green flag pit stops, looks like Aguiar got a 40-second speeding hold, so he kind of got taken out of the picture for Mike.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
No, I just planned on after pit stops, I was just going to hang with him. I thought we come off pit road pretty well, but whoever was behind me that whole time just wouldn't stay connected, and I kept overheating, trying to push him too hard so they couldn't clear.
Someone needed to split the groovers up. I tell you, that you guys were trying and trying.
They'll split each other up by doing stuff like that.
Yeah, the motor split them up this time.
Yeah.
So Kyle, let me ask you this, and I'm not asking you to tell us anything really other than your super speedway set. Is that dedicated? Do you have like a Daytona set and a Talladega set, or does the one carry over to the other?
We carry with the adjustments.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I didn't know because we know Daytona's a handling track versus Talladega is pretty much wide open the whole time. There's a lot of room there, which we seen there towards the a little after halfway. Somebody got it wrong there and almost piled them up, but fortunately they gathered it back up. I'm not sure what that was about, but that was good because that could have been very bad there in the middle of the race. But no, you did a great job. Did your race go according to how you planned it? I mean, did it go as you thought it was going to go?
I mean, being on, like, I know it sounds bad, but being on this account, I just was going to push whoever. Really, I mean,
if Bruno, where they fly, huh? Let them land.
Yeah, I mean, whoever was in front of me coming out, which I figured Bruno would be because we're usually on the same mindset whenever it comes to these. But I just figured I'd stick with him the best I could. I mean, it didn't matter who it was in front of me. Well, I mean, it does kind of matter if it was somebody I didn't much care for.
Me too, hon. You would have helped me
Yeah,
along.
Robert, if you were up there, you just won that thing.
If it was Robert, he just would have dumped you.
Nah,
he would have left you.
I wouldn't have given him a chance.
Did you make all your time up on the outside, the third lane? Is that where how you made up through there? Were you on the top?
Yeah. Once Cattell took off on the outside, I was trying to get Robertson to go outside, but he would never do it. Once I seen Cattell do it, I just followed him up there, pushed him clear, and then I went.
Is Cattell a pro?
No, he used to be in the Coke series.
Right. I remember his name, but I didn't remember if he lost his pro license or if he's trying to get it back or what he's doing. But it's been a long time since I've seen him.
I haven't seen him in any of the Road to Pro races. So
okay,
and I don't
maybe gave it up then.
I don't think he's. Yeah.
I know he's a good racer.
I used to be a pro many years ago, and I gave it up.
Did you?
No. No.
Hey, he went to Hollywood, started making movies. Number one team driver. Congratulations, Kyle. Great run tonight. Glad you came up for the interview.
Thank you. I tried to invite Bruno, but
yeah, see if you can get him, man. That'd be great. We'd love to talk to him. That's got to be exciting for him. We're really happy for him. We'd like to get an interview with him if you can.
I'll send him an invite.
Okay.
I don't know where he's at.
And who do we got for third? We got David Robertson making some comments in the chat. Congratulations, David, by the way, if you can hear us, bud. That was a great run on your part. We were pulling for you. Hope you can win it.
Holden McGill come out third. He was behind me. He about got me in the trouble.
Wow.
I was wheeling it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I about wrecked Bruno out of 2 on the last lap.
He would have forgave you. He would.
I heard him say something like he was ready for you. Oh, my word.
Yeah, I got in the trial coming to the checker. I got pinched between. I was slapping the back of Bruno as McGill was slapping the back of me, and it got me all twisted.
Hey, where's David Robertson hanging out at? Can we send him an invite? Because he's in the chat right now. I'd like to get him in for an interview, too. Talk to him about his race.
I can send him one.
Yeah, if you would. Let's get David in here.
Those are 2 Mike's enemies. I bet they probably won't show up.
That's not
We're
true.
We're not going there. We're not playing that.
That's not. But that's just not true.
This is all about David right now.
No, man. Me and David get along fine, man. We'll send each other tech tips in private messages from time to time. on we have the same Fanatic equipment and send each other messages and stuff about it. He usually let me know when the new beta drivers are out. That's all in Robert's head. We're good.
Robert just trying to stir the pot. That's all.
Exactly. Exactly.
I wouldn't do anything like that, guys. Come on, you know me better than that. Come on.
Bruno said 3 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle, you'll have to fill all that. You'll have to fill the dead air for 3 minutes. Just tell us a good story, man.
I got no good stories.
You got no good stories? You just came off the track at Talladega and you got nothing for us? You can't even tell us about
Well,
your
he
pit
was
stop?
looking at Bruno's bumper for 40 laps, probably.
Yeah, that's about it.
Did you have any overheating issues, Kyle?
Oh yeah. Oh, it was red more than it was white.
Oh man.
I looked at
keeping an eye on that water pressure.
I looked at Bruno's bumper 138 of 140 laps at IRP one time, and I was doing good, and I was gonna get him, but we had a caution at the last minute, and that's all it took, and we went in for pits, and that was it. I was second to him, but yeah, I remember following Bruno for a ton of laps. I could remember his sponsor at the time. I can't now, but man, that thing was embossed in my head at the time. I lost sleep over it. I saw it so much.
It's probably Gearhead Coffee.
Yeah, it might be.
They were their main sponsor for the longest time.
I was over there for a period of time.
Now, where is there?
Phase 2.
Oh, phase 2. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a good group over there. I like them guys.
I like to see that thing go with all three of you guys on the outside there. See how that was working out. There's Bruno, the winner.
The winner, Mike Bruno, is here.
Hey,
Congratulations,
Bruno.
Mike.
Good win.
Thank you.
Man, if there's, I'll tell you what, dude, you are a gritty. You are a savvy veteran. And I'm going to tell you what, that was a heck of a race for you to stick it on the bottom the whole time while the Groover brothers are hanging out in a sucker hole. And then you had David Robertson on the top trying to come around. You guys did a great job. You and Kyle hooked up and just stuck together. Congratulations, man. If there's anybody that deserves it, it's you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely owe that all to Kyle, man. If he wasn't there, I definitely wouldn't have got that win. Yeah, they were getting a good run in the middle and the top there, but just kind of stuck there on the bottom and seemed to make it work. It was a lot of fun, and I can't remember the last time I got a SoF win, so that's really cool.
This is the first time on the strength of field that you got a win this year.
This year, yeah. It's been probably a couple of years since I've had an SoF win, so.
Mike, how long have you been at this? I knew I've watched you when you were at Gen X and all that stuff a long time ago when, who was it? Who owned Gen X? Brett Wall.
Yeah,
Brett Wall. He used to, yeah, Brett Wall was the one that used to show the Monday strength of field race while he raced. I thought that was kind of cool. And that's where I first saw your name but you've been around for a long time. How long you been doing this?
Well, I signed up in 14 with just a laptop and a controller, and that wasn't a good idea. So about 2016, I got like a G25 and started from there and really started taking it serious. And so I'd say right around 2016, somewhere in there.
Oh, I thought you started the same time I did, around 09 or something.
No, I was still rocking the Xbox, the old NASCAR Inside Line 14. That was the old school leagues we used to do.
Were you
I'm
shaking?
just a young pup. I've been here since 2018.
You know, I'm an old man.
Yeah.
I don't know about old man.
I started in 09. I started in 09, thinking.
I graduated in 08.
Stop it.
I graduated in 1983.
All right.
Don't ever say that again.
74.
About time for you to.
I graduated in 74, so there you go.
So Mike, how did your race go? I mean, we got to watch everything. You kind of worked your way up through there. Everything settled down. You rode there the whole time. You got through your pit stops. I mean, what was the highlight of the race? What do you remember about the race that was the big break that got you where you needed to be?
I saw Kyle and I think it was Brandon making a run to the top, and I kind of hopped up there with them. And I think that was the pivotal moment that got me up where I needed to be and kind of stay there. Pit stops were good and bad. We had Steven in there.
Yeah, he got caught on speeding.
Yeah, we were working together there, and he just went in a little too hot and never caught a caution to get back on the lead lap, so he kind of got screwed there. But after pit stops, Kyle and I came out together and just kind of hung there and stayed on the bottom, and the rest is history.
Were your body
Absolutely.
shaking? Because my arms would be shaking if I was up front that close to the end. I'd be just.
That's why I do it, man. I mean, you get to the front, you get the last couple laps, dude. It gets pretty
It's
intense.
pretty intense, ain't it?
I couldn't tell. I knew I was hitting him, but it wasn't like 0x me or anything, so I was trying to keep it like that. But the times I did hit him, I mean, it would throw the back end all over the place. And I mean, I just stayed in it to keep the weight on the back end.
Yeah, I think it might be worse looking in your car. I mean, I could feel it a little bit, but it was still well under control.
Yeah, it's way worse than
Scotty
mine.
hit me a couple of times, and it seems like the car doesn't get out of shape like it used to.
Yeah, and you hit me in the corner one time, and it didn't really bother me much.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There were a few moments, but
Yeah.
overall, you did a really good job.
Hey, Mike, we've got a burning question on the show. We need to know if we can get you on the podcast one time. Everybody's throwing your name out there, but we've never heard from you if you want to come on the podcast one night.
Possibly. It's just a schedule thing. I hop on here around the same time every night. But yeah, we'll see.
Well, we're Sunday nights, 10 Eastern till about midnight. So we'd love to have you, man. I'm sure everybody'd like to. Yeah, 10:10. We'd like to hear your story for a change. So if you want to do it, we'd love to have you. So just let us know, and we'll schedule you, get you on, and I'm sure we'll have a bunch of people wanting to see your story.
Cool, man. Yeah, I appreciate the invite.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Got a lot of people watching you in the race, and all since you started. You're always up there. People are giving you a lot of respect out there on the track. And you too, Kyle.
Yeah, and that's one thing I noticed too was the Grover brothers. They both didn't clear you, but they never leaned on you, and that's the part I liked. Is they showed you mad respect. I thought
they absolutely did. Yes, they did.
Yep. So, who would you like to thank, Mike? Who's in your corner that helps you out?
Oh man, we got of course Phase 2, Gearhead Coffee. Who else we got? Liquid Molly. Kyle obviously pushed me to the win there. Can't thank you enough. Steve-O, Kyle. Who else we got? Christian, Tyler, all them boys over there at Phase 2. And yeah, thank you guys for putting this broadcast on.
No worries, man. We're glad you came in for an interview. A lot of people have been wanting to talk to you. Everybody's happy for you. It's a popular victory, that's for sure. And we look forward to talking to you again. So good luck in the future.
Thank you, bud. Thank you, guys.
All right, boss. Take care. We'll see you.
See you.
Hiya, David.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Great, man. We are excited to talk to you. That's
yeah, that was fun, man. Kyle was trying to work with me at the start, and then I'm chat banned on that account, so it's hard to communicate in plate races when you can't text or voice chat.
Do what now? I didn't know that. You're chat banned on that account.
Long story. I had a 30-second lead on second place running a midnight race at Watkins Glen a few months ago. And this guy wrecked me at the start of the race. I got the lead. He waited for me to come around. I had a 30-second lead on second, and he straight launched me into space. And, of course, I was not happy. He told me his monkey did it. His pet monkey jumped in his lap, and he blamed it on his pet monkey. And he sent it in, and I got a chat ban. Even though he intentionally wrecked me to the moon, apparently iRacing's protest system is what it is. So
yeah.
Well, if I remember right, if anybody watched the podcast last night, I believe Mr. Excitement did cover some of that last night.
Oh yeah,
it's frustrating. Look, the rule's the rule. I don't know what I said. You know me. I definitely said some expletives, and I was frustrated. I had a 30-second lead on the field, and he punted me with like 5 laps to go. So
yeah, and that's not right.
I mean, frustrating, and it's my fault though. You make a mistake, you pay the penalty. So
yeah, but I mean, my biggest problem that I brought up last night we just talked last night in the podcast about the iRacing protest system generally, and I had 2 or 3 major issues with it. One, I don't like the anonymousness of it, but they're never going to change that. But the other issues I had is like, especially with the on-track stuff, people get a zillion warnings before they do anything, and then when they finally do something, it's like super punitive. Like I think the first ban is like a week. And then the second ban is a month, and the third ban is like
so what happened to me was I got warned before because I said adult language, which again, the service is 13 and older, so I don't get it. But whatever. I've tried to be better about it. I get frustrated like everybody else does. But it was like months and months ago, and they're like, "Well, we gave you a warning. Here's a 3-month ban." And I'm like, "Really?"
Right? Yeah, they gave you a warning like how many months ago? It's like, once they decide to ban somebody, it's super punitive.
It's actually been nicer without the chat, to be quite honest.
Stephen Adigar got one for 3 months and turned around, got it back for a day, lose it for 3 months. I think it lasted the whole year.
Well, and the other thing that is the last. I don't want to harp on iRacing protests, but this is two things I didn't bring up last night. Is so we were talking about on track incidents last night, David, mostly, and how people get a zillion warnings about that stuff. And the other thing that's crazy is that the stuff that makes you and me and everybody in this broadcast room right now the maddest is the on track stuff. Like somebody just driving straight through you and clearing you out. They'll warn that 15 times before they do anything about it sometimes, right? But
I've got a replay somewhere. I'll send it to you. And the thing was, they didn't ban him from racing. He was on the next night.
Yeah, right, exactly. But they will ban somebody over voice chat in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And they will also ban somebody over anything they deem as a competition issue. Like
it is what it is. It's their sandbox. We agree to play in it. I broke the rules. It is what it is. I'm not salty about it. You just got to not do that. I could have called him a ding dong, a ding-a-ling, or something else, and it would have been fine. But I use a bad word.
Right.
George Carlin would have been proud of me, but it doesn't matter. It is what it is, right?
So the moral of the story here, kids, is you can wreck whoever you want, and it's not.
That's right.
Matter.
Just don't say a bad word.
Don't say anything on the radio that you can get protested for, or you'll get a chat ban. And don't stop on the track and cause a caution, or don't arc a start. Don't arc a start and pass 10 cars on a restart. Or
Mr. Stop at Darlington. We know what you did.
No, I will go to my grave. I was trying to save cars, but anyway, point is,
no, it's fine.
Is competition issues and chat. They'll ban you after one warning, but you could wreck somebody 100 times and you're on the service the next day. They don't care, which is what makes us drivers the maddest,
It's fine. My teammate Paul with low line, he's always yelling at me at Discord, telling me to shut up. So he finally won. So,
well, David, I got one more to tell you. It's funny that has nothing to do with protests, but we were trying to get you in here. Robert said something about trying to stir the pot about us being arch enemies or something. I'm like, dude, we worked that out like a couple years ago.
No, dude, we're good. It's fun. I think everyone has to have like a rival and someone that they match up against. And I think you and I starting around the same time. And we were obviously on the same team for a little bit. It's just it's for me, I'm a passionate guy, and I think a lot of people take that as like I'm really angry, and I'm not. It's just I'll pop off and say something, and the next minute I'll be like, be giving you advice on something. I think it gets misconstrued. And that's where something I have to be smarter about is it gets misconstrued through voice. And if you don't know someone, then it's really hard to tell if are they really mad or are they just popping off. And
I told Robert
that's on me. So
I told Robert that's a big fat nothing burger. I said me and him send each other messages all the time.
Yeah, I send you stuff about stuff all the time. I don't care.
Right. You gotta be nice like me. I hardly ever cuss, and I'm the peacefulest guy out there.
You're a Southern gentleman, Robert. You are a Southern gentleman. But no, the race was fun. I was just trying to. In my plate racing, I usually would fall in the back and wait for everyone to kill each other and then drive up and collect the points. But
you could do it this night. You could do that.
Well, no, the last time we were at Daytona, and I just started to be a little bit more aggressive. Some of my teammates were like, you got to be more definitive with your moves and just be deliberate. And so I just decided to I find a gap at the start. When like 12th, 13th place, you kind of try to find a place in the middle to run, and then. As things developed, and Brandon Cattell was on low line, and so I don't know if he remembered me, but he started pushing me, and so I just said, well, at this point, everyone was running pretty clean and respectful. There was one moment that I think Tyler Groff got some right front damage.
Something happened. Yeah,
something did happen squirrely, and then I got a 4X, but I don't think I had any damage. So I was just trying to stay up in the high line and just see what was going to play out down below, and
that was
just
kind of
be a little bit more decisive,
right? That was the only place you could go because you ran the high line perfectly.
Yeah, and I think the problem was Cattell didn't really have the guy. I think it may have been Dirk behind him. Just wasn't. It's all about energy, right? And so that's what Kyle's so great at, and why I wanted to hook up with Kyle and Bruno and those guys is that you have to bubble push in these cars, and if you're too far off or you're on the bumper, it doesn't work. You have to there's a weird gap you have to maintain.
Yeah.
So if you don't do that, the energy.
Well,
Keep
David,
the second car cool down too.
Yeah, it does.
So I'll tell you something that most people don't know, and I'm sure you know this, but most of the guys who just start out don't know this. You talk about the bubble push, and that's something people don't talk about much. I know a guy named Doug Pickering worked with me on it. Doug was an awesome guy, and he used to build for Apex Racing Academy over there in Europe when he used to do oval stuff, and he was pay to win for a while. And he spent some time with me because he had me like run test laps with him and stuff. When he
Just gonna be a long story.
No, when he was building the oval stuff. So anyway, I got to work with him. Anyway, he told me that to like if you're going to push, for sure, and you're hooking up kind of like the Grover brothers do. The guy in the back always runs 0 tape, but it had nothing to do with overheating. It had to do with the fact that was better aerodynamically to push on the bubble. And he explained this whole bubble push, that when you're pushing, you don't want to be on their bumper. Like that's not the fastest place to be. There's a distance, which is about a couple feet or so, 2-3 feet off their bumper.
Yeah, there's a feel thing.
Pressure. There's a pressure bubble. And you're pushing against that pressure bubble. And once you break through the pressure bubble and start pushing on their actual bumper, that you're not as fast. And so a lot of guys don't know that. So I just wanted, and you mentioned it, and so I just wanted to throw it out there.
I thought, David, if you got a chance to get on the outside like you did and get ahead of Patrick, that'd probably be over with.
Yeah, Brandon a few times got me ahead of Patrick, but again, we didn't have enough energy behind us to maintain that energy on the top. So if you ever watch like the Road to Pro guys, I think the Daytona race, there was a bunch of legacy guys, and that's all they did, right? They ran the top lane. There was 5 cars, and they were glued together, and they just zoomed by everybody because you're carrying all that energy. If you start getting disconnected, I'll get ahead, and then I would drop 6 cars back, and then you're yo-yoing through the field. So without anyone, if someone behind Brandon would have been able to like bubble push him, we probably could have won, honestly. But it is what it is. It's still fun, and I had a good time. So.
And we
drove
saw
a good race, bud.
Yeah, we saw you pop out, and we're like, man, Robertson's going up to the high line, and we's like, he's got guys going with him, and Tracy's like, man, look at him move. And dude, you really moved up there on the outside line. They got you guys clear up there, and you had a heck of a race. So we definitely wanted to get you in.
You're going to wait for your partner, or would you just do it if you got up front? Were you just going to wait for your partner to clear, or you were just going to clear yourself and get up there?
I would have stuck with Cattell. I would have just stuck with him.
I would have got me a place open out to.
No. Well, here's the other thing. I didn't have a spotter, and I'm running an ultra wide, so I don't have the benefit on triples. You can see better at plate races, and I've made the mistake in the past of thinking I was clear, and then you're not. And it's so tight in these plate races. I didn't want to be the guy trying to get greedy at the end and wipe the field out.
You don't want to be that guy.
No. I've been that guy before. I'm trying not to be that guy.
I think we all been there. We all been there.
But no, it was, and then Bruno was I was hooked up with Bruno after the pit stops, but some of the Ryco guys who I pitted with, I just saw they were pitting. They were checking up a lot, and so Bruno was like, what's going on? And then I went up and got out of that line. So you know how these plate races are, man. It's just trying to get hooked up with the right people to keep the energy going and get a run, and that's all you can do in these things.
You don't want to be behind someone that's just up there switching lanes all the time either.
It's really frustrating, and you can't be consistent. And you can tell guys that, when they jitter all over or they have connection issues, that may have been what caused that little bobble. I think it was Johnny Baldridge was blinking off and on, and I don't know if that caused that little kerfuffle where guys got damaged, but
everything looked clear in my view.
I couldn't tell. Yeah, it was weird. But anyway, you know how it goes.
Well, David, why don't you tell everybody, this is the first time you've been on one of our post-race interviews this season in the Strength of Field race. So why don't you tell everybody like who you're with and what you guys got going on
who do you want to thank?
There. Yeah, who you want? Anybody you want to thank?
I'm with the Lowline guys. So you guys had Mashburn on a couple weeks ago, and we didn't have. They're all practicing Road to Pro and Coke stuff tonight, so I didn't have anyone on Lowline in the race with me. So I was kind of a lone wolf tonight. We'll probably get some more guys on later, but no, just all those guys. Paul Bliss actually came out to the Texas race. We went to the race this weekend, so. We were at that dumpster fire last night.
Now Garrett talked about he was doing the Coke side of things with the A car and the Coke side.
Yeah.
But you have settled into the Xfinity side of things. So tell people who to look for in the track that runs Lowline with you guys in the Xfinity division.
So Paul Bliss, of course, runs it. Christopher, my son and I, we run it. And then we'll get other guys like Seth Ryder from ESE, who we have an alliance with. He'll run a lot of B with us. I think last week Alex Russell, who did really well at Texas, I think he finished top 10. He's with Lowline. So, but those guys are doing Road to Pro, so they kind of bounce around. If Road to Pro lines up with the same track, like strength of field race, then they all go run that. Like tomorrow's Coke at Talladega, so all the pros were in A Open, right? So yeah, but I strictly focus on the B car, and when it comes to the contender round after this week, when Road to Pro's over, then all of our guys that have made it into contender will start focusing on the B car. So, in strength of field's coming up, starting probably next week, you're going to see these influx of guys you've never seen before, who are all Road to Pro guys. Parker White and Daniel Buttafuoco and all those guys will be over there.
You got Doug Bell on your team too, I heard, or do you not?
He hangs out with us. He's not on Lowline, but he's like Lowline adjacent. I think he's doing some ACC right now. He's not on iRacing, but no, Doug's just
ACDC stuff.
No, ACC. No, he's a good friend and he hangs out, but he kind of he bounces in and out, and does kind of his own thing, but. He's we work together on some stuff when he feels like doing iRacing. So
cool. Yeah, we're gonna have these, and just as you were mentioning, the whole influx of guys we've never seen before. Like Parker White's been in a lot, racing some of these strength of fields off and on. Like not every week, but like off and on. So we've seen him. Actually, he popped in for an interview after a couple of them.
Wasn't he the one that had his cat or something under his?
Yeah, his cat jumped up or whatever. But anyway,
those guys are so fast, dude. It really shows you. I mean,
I've had teammates. It was his dog that did.
Yeah, his dog. Yeah, so like with Mash, I think mentioned Dylan Alt, and I would work with Dylan on the contender stuff last year, and I'd give him a setup. We'd run the same setup, and he'd obliterate me. And it just shows you how good those guys are. And and he's running like a G29 wheel and some Fanatec V3 pedals.
And we've got our DD1s and whatever.
I got the Hussenfeld pedals. Like that makes me faster. And those guys are using like an Xbox controller or a Power Glove or something. And they're lapping me 8 laps 8 times over. But to me it just helps you up your game. And I learn a lot from those guys looking at telemetry and asking them questions and things like that. So not to get off track from the Talladega stuff, but it's really fun with those guys for sure. I learn a lot. So
to all you guys that are new to Be Open, that are listening and watching the broadcast, we've had a great broadcast night, a lot of viewers tonight. And for you guys who are new watching, not only you get the Road to Pro guys that David was talking about, but as the Contender Series ramps up, which is how you race your way into the Coke Series. You're also going to have 20 guys that didn't make the cut. The bottom 20, the bottom 20 from the Coke Series have to race their way back in. So you got the top 20 from the Road to Pro and the bottom 20 from the Coke Series, all hitting into this rather condensed season of the Contender Series, and they're all going to be here in these strength of field races. I mean, this is going to be insane. It's going to be hard for guys like me and you or anybody that is in our normal list, to be able to even make it into these, because the I rating is going to be insane just to get into the top split.
Last year, the first contender race was Phoenix, and at that point, I had like a 4,900 I rating, and I didn't make top split.
Oh yeah, I think last year I remember a couple of the top splits in that Contender Series time frame where you had to have like a 5,500 or 6,000 just to get into the top split. Insane. Yeah,
but if you really want to learn, how to be good, watch those guys, and if you're in sim, get on board, listen to where they're lifting, watch their lines. You can learn a lot. I think a lot of guys jump in these cars and just think they're immediately fast. You just watch those guys who are kicking your butt and try to learn from them. And those guys are so good. But you can learn a lot just by spectating the race, even if you're not racing, that night. If you just want to do spectator mode, jump on those fast guys' cars and listen to the throttle inputs and watch what they're doing. And you'll learn a lot just by observing what they do. They're really any of those 40 guys that are in contender, they can all be in Coke. They're all so good.
Yeah. It's just, however the
setups and the way the races go. The races are so competitive and they're so aggressive. So yeah, it's just a different type of racing over there.
Well, David, we appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks, guys.
I mean, this has been a great chance for us to catch up. Plus, talk about the race. And I'll get with you and we'll try to figure out what in the world is going on with your
fix
account.
It. And I'll probably be on later on another Be Open, and Talladegas are fun weeks. We'll get on there and have some fun.
All right, sounds good. We'll see you later.
All right, see you, boys.
Thanks, David. Have a good
Congratulations.
One. Yep.
Thanks, guys. Yep, congrats at Bruno too. He did awesome. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
Yep. See you.
Yep. Guys, well, that's pretty much it for our broadcast, Trace and Robert, Scott. This has been a great interviews after the race. Kyle Myers popped in, friend of the channel as always. Mike Bruno makes his first appearance here in the Area 51 broadcast booth as he wins the race tonight. And then we also heard from David Robertson, had a real good showing in this race. He was a 12 car, finished 4th place, and had a real charge there at the end. That was pretty impressive. So we wanted to get him in here as he finished 4th place. So guys, here's the rundown of your top 10 tonight and your official Area 51 results. You can head over to the iRacing member page if you want to get the actual iRacing official results. But these are our Area 51 results here in the broadcast booth as we took it down there as the race finished and the checkered flag dropped. We got Mike Bruno as your winner tonight. We heard from Mike. Kyle Myers, 2nd place. He was pushing Mike Bruno to that win. 3rd place, Holden McGill. 4th place, David W. Robertson, who just left the channel here. Then 5th place, Corey Hines. 6th place, Patrick Grover. Real unfortunate from him. He was going to have a podium if Seth hadn't blew up there on the last lap heading into turn 3. 7th place, Tyler Groff there with Elite Performance Industries. 8th place, Ronnie Joyner. 9th place, Johnny Baldridge. Rounding out your top 10 here tonight is a man we haven't seen in these races in the strength of fields much this season so far, but it's Brandon Kettle rounds out your top 10. So guys, that's the race tonight. It was an exciting race, wasn't it?
Absolutely. I'm going to tell you what, congratulations to Mike Bruno. He's the newest winner. Also, we can't forget Kyle Myers, our stintanalyzer.com hard charger award. And I'll tell you what, Mike, it's been a good time. Next week, I got to get back to reality, so I'm not going to be able to do the show anymore, but I had a lot of fun doing it.
That's all right, Trace. You've been here for a lot of them for us all summer with us, plus a few here in the fall as your schedule's permitted. And we've only got 5 more of these after tonight.
Yeah, we don't have much. We're wrapping up the season as it goes. Absolutely. It's getting to be the boys of fall.
Yep, and then maybe I might start getting into running some of these races in the strength of field myself here before the next season. So when we start these up again. But guys, appreciate you everybody being with us, and I want to give Mike Bruno a shout out if he's with us still. Mike Bruno, not only did he win the race, but there a few minutes ago subscribed to the channel. So welcome to the channel, Mike. We appreciate the subscription, appreciate it a lot, and it was so good having you in here for the interview. We really appreciate you coming in for that, and congratulations on your win tonight. Guys, that's all we got here at Area 51 for the broadcast tonight. If you haven't done so yet, we appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. Helps us out on our goal to becoming a YouTube partner, and every subscription counts and helps the channel grow. Also, the bell icon gets you notified any time that we go live or upload new content here at the channel. And if you really like this race broadcast here and you like what we do, give us a thumbs up. Helps get our videos pushed up in the YouTube algorithms. More people can see them. And just for you guys, down in the description below, we have all kind of cool stuff down there. We got a link to get your custom die cast of your iRacing car made. That's fun. Something that might interest some of you guys out there. We have promo code to get 10% off some setups. We have an affiliate link to Majors Garage. Plus, you get free baseline sets there at Majors. And we have osracing.net link down there to get free oval setups for oval dirt and oval asphalt. Along with Edwards Setup Shop, which offers completely free setups there. It's all in their Discord. And they have setups for almost everything in iRacing, and they're competitive. You can go grab free sets there and build off of them if you want to make them faster. And guys, it's just all kind of cool goodies for you guys down in the description each and every time. We appreciate being with us tonight. For myself, the Admiral Tracy Rumschlab, the #1 team driver Robert Cook, along with Scooter Scotty Stevens, thank you for being with us. And as always, we will see you in the next one.
Next one.